Not to be like a perv or anything, but the scarecrow also has boobies. Why is it that every time I start a video, I'm in like blinding sunlight or I'm a shadow person? Anyway, hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Happy Vlogween. Sure, we're doing that kind of. Today we're on our way to the Wagnalls Memorial Library in Lithopolis, which you have seen in multiple videos now at this point, but we're going for spooky reasons, so I'm very excited. They're calling it a tour of haunting places. I'm very excited. I love this stuff. The Wagnalls Memorial itself is very haunted. Though I assume they'll probably touch on that in the presentation. We're gonna take some spooky pics. It's gonna be a good time. And Anna's here, and Britt is here, and I'm excited. And I'm gonna get out of this shitty lighting. Unrelated, but we're taking pictures around here and we've noticed that the street is lined up with all these different scarecrows and they're so cute. Oh, that's cool. That's fun. So this, oh my gosh, so this is Daisy Buchanan. We got a flapper girl.
You can vote on your favorites.
Using the cute, oh my gosh, we live in the future.
It's very ominous.
Jangly arm, it is ominous. We have Edgar Allan Poe with a raven, with a copy of the Raven. I dig it. Jinx! There's a member of the Lithopolis Police Department.
Oh no, someone stole his gun.
He seems very happy though, so the crime rate here must be pretty minimal, I would imagine. His name is Officer Strawbones.
I approve.
Well, that's adorable. Who's up here? It's Trunchbull!
Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Look at the face too. That's pretty good.
Shot put, javelin, hammer throw. This pleases me greatly. Cookie put her blood, sweat, and tears into this cake. Doctor's patients only. So, last time we were here, we learned that Dr. Roller was a gentleman who lived in a house near the property, and he was like very beloved. He was in a wheelchair and wound up being murdered. Dr. Roller is supposed to be one of the ghosts that haunts this place. So there's a bunch of like his stuff and like some information about him. I never noticed that before. I've been here plenty of times. At least he has a pretty place to haunt now.
That's very true.
I'm trying to bright side that. So we're in the auditorium right now, and at the back here is a piano. Last time we were here, they did a lot of investigations like regarding the activity that's happening around this piano. The theater, sorry, it's very dark. The theater director said that she was leaving one night, and after she was the last person in here, and after she locked the door, she heard this piano start to play. Thank you, Anne. And they did a lot of like, they had a lot of ghost investigating equipment, and they had, you know, lights. That startled me. The sight of my own face just startled me. That's not embarrassing at all. And, you know, they would ask questions like, turn the light on. If yes, you know, turn it off. If no, all this stuff. So this piano has like, oh my God, I can't turn off the light. I got really excited for a second. This is like, I guess, one of the more notorious places for having activity here.
Mabel was the one that plays it, right?
Yeah, Mabel Wagnalls.
Yes.
Pretty cool. You want to try it? You want to ask a question? Yeah, sure.
What do we want to ask?
I don't know. Mabel, are you here today? Turn the light off if you are. Ready?
Mabel, you just need to hit the button.
Oh, so maybe
I
she
don't
doesn't know how to
She doesn't know how to.
operate cell
Yeah,
phone.
maybe she doesn't know how to do phone. I'm not
Mabel, is
making fun
this
of you. My mom
is
doesn't
this
either.
technology too advanced for your time? We understand if it is. Could you give us some kind of sign that you're here with us today? It's okay. We'll talk later. We'll talk later, Mabel.
Chester Mystery House. So you guys might have heard about this a lot.
because it has been mentioned at various times between films and books and stuff like that. Just to name a few, Rose Red by Stephen King was inspired by this house. The Haunting of Hill House was inspired by this house. Supernatural's The Boys' Names were inspired by this house. American Horror Story has a season that's dedicated to this house. And even Disney dedicated their haunted mansion to this house. What makes it so crazy? Let's go find out. This is a pretty fanciful house. This was built by Sarah Winchester. Her husband actually founded the Winchester Rifles, and he passed away of tuberculosis. This is important because this really, really upset Sarah, and she wanted to get in contact with him. It was important because she contacted a medium, and she wanted to know how he was doing. She wanted to get in contact with him. She wanted to get in contact with her daughter, who had passed away, and her name was Anne. So she said that her husband, William, was very concerned that spirits were out to get her, especially since she had contacted them, but he also felt that because he had made the rifles that made everything like way easier for people to be killed, he felt that those spirits were going to come after her. And the medium told her that the only way to make herself safe was to create a home that they could never find her. So what the medium had said is, if you continue building, you will live, but if you stop, you will die. Had a lot of trapdoors, secret passages, and a skylight in the floor, spiderweb windows, and staircases that led to nowhere. And there are also doors that open to blank walls, and a dangerous door on the second floor that opens out to nothing. So Safeford, it actually is about 7 stories tall, and the only person who knows the blueprints of this place was Sarah. And no one knows exactly all of the hidden places and all the dangerous things you could come into. Island of Dolls. Yes, that first picture that you saw was a real place. So this is also referred to as a floating island, which is an agricultural innovation developed by the pre-Columbian Mesoamericans. The story goes that there was a gentleman by the name of Santana Ferreira, and he was allegedly haunted by the sight of a young girl who drowned in the canal. He, at one point, kind of came across a doll that floated up, and he thought, oh my god, this is the spirit of her. And so he picked it up and pinned it on a tree, as you do when you think of lost little girls. So since then, every time he found any trashy looking dolls, or he even went as far to like trade them for his agricultural means on the island just to get more. And you may notice that there's just like a lot, and they don't really look well kept, and that's because he never well kept them. And if you look at more on the outside, as we will, you'll see that they've kind of melted a little bit from the sun, so they look even creepier. That presentation wound up not being what I thought it was going to be, but it was still really cool. So it was a tour of haunting places, like places that are just like generally creepy, not necessarily haunted. She took us through Hashima Island, the Winchester Mystery House, the Island of Dolls, and the Suicide Forest. She taught us how to use Google Maps to navigate your way through these places, to check them out. And then she also gave us homework to go on Google Maps and look these weird places up. We got a little preview. We're passing a cemetery. This is very well timed. One of them, so it's Nagoro, Japan. It's this city where, she said 20 people?
50, I thought.
They're like the population, there's like 20 people that live in it, and
there's 20 that live in it.
And 150 scarecrows. So they turn, well, there's like one person.
One lady.
That when someone passes, she makes a scarecrow of them and then like sets them up like they're living their life as a scarecrow. That's terrifying, and I'm going to further investigate that. I will show you guys too, like a better clip of this, so you can look these things up too if you'd like. We did look up the buzz mill already because she teased it for us. I will go ahead and spoil it for you here. Anne looked it up on. She was like, "Okay, I'm not going to show you what's to the right, but there's something pretty like jarring to the right if you want to look it up." And yeah, Anne looked it up immediately, so I will insert that clip right here.
Right. Because we're impatient.
They can do.
You get a
But
furry.
otherwise, you can't.
No. I don't like that. Ew.
And I think that's gonna do it for today's video. Did you guys have fun? Did you enjoy it?
Very informative.
Sorry, Britt, you're back here.
It's alright. Well, I'm kind of in the
Shadow person back here. Yeah.
ghost.
You're like you're a creepy entity on Google Maps. That's what you are. Thank you guys for watching. Go to the Wagnalls Memorial if you can. If you're like local, even if you're not that local, it's
worth the drive.
It is worth the drive. The place is beautiful, super cool.
And they have another one next week.
Yes, with the spooky videos,
Yeah.
which I'm a little scared of.
Might as well play it.
Hey, thumbs up the video if you think I should go get the piss scared out of me, essentially. It's gonna be all startle scare videos, so we'll see. I hate those. Anyway, happy maybe it's Vlogoween, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Also forgot I was gonna show you this. So if you want to look up this stuff, just screenshot this right here, and there you go. Now you have the flyer. Congratulations. Merry Halloween.